Welcome to my drawing advent calendar. Every day until Christmas you'll get a drawing tip or a little mini drawing lesson. Click on the bell to be reminded. Have fun and a wonderful holiday season. Today in this short video I'm showing you how to draw a pad of a dog paw. I will start here with the sketch here of this little paw, so it's really only one pad here. Around this pad of the paw there is the fur, so I'm sketching in here a little bit of the fur and the outline here with black. Around the outline it's always darker, there is a shadow, there the hair, the furs grow out here. Along the outline I'm mapping in here black. I'm using the black Pitt pastel pencil here. And yes, the surface of such a pad of a dog paw, it's always skin structure, so I'm drawing in here one layer of a warm gray, a middle warm gray, so I'm mapping in here the Carputello seam 704. It's a warm gray, a middle warm gray. Then let's blend it together with a paper stamp. So I'm pushing the pigment into the paper, all the teeth of the paper here, all the stains, the colored stains, the brown stains of the paper I'm using here pastel matte should disappear. So I'm blending also here the outlines well. You can blend a little bit of the black you have applied before here into the pad of the paw, here into the skin. So let's push and swipe a little bit with the paper stamp over the drawing surface. Blend the pigments a little bit together. Perhaps it's easier when you're using a finer paper stamp, a thinner one. And let's blend the little hairs too a little bit, so that there are no so little strokes. This should be straight lines without interruptions. Push the pigments into the paper, blend them a little bit, so blend the black a little bit into the gray, and you can create here transitions between black and gray, so create some beautiful transitions. You only have to blend and to bring in the black into the center here, into the gray layer, and mix it and create and mix it and create some soft transitions here. Then let's work again with black, and let's work in little dots. So I'm bringing in here with the sharpened black pastel pencil some dots. So I draw dots. I touch the paper with the tip of the pencil and draw such little dots here. Here above, there you can draw more black dots. Let them overlap. Draw them very close together. So draw many dots over the other layer. So you create here layers with lots of dots. And also here below, on the lower part of the pad of this dog paw, we are drawing lots of dots. You can also draw here in a very small circle motion, so draw very small circles and dots again. I'm pushing the pigments into the paper with the finger gently. Then let's use a middle gray And let's draw here middle gray dots over the warm gray layer we have applied before. So here we can draw middle gray dots, and you can also draw such middle gray dots here over the darker layer. So mix some different gray hues and gray tones, and yes, let's bring in lots of dots. Then you can also use light gray. So use a light gray. I have here the light gray of the pit, and let's map in here lots of dots. When your pencil is not so sharp, you can achieve some yes, bigger dots, not so small, and when you have really a sharp tip. So I'm gonna sharpen this light gray pencil here a little bit so that I can achieve very, very small dots too. So then you can draw here with the sharp tip very, very small dots. Let them overlap and draw them very close together. I'm using here not too much pressure, otherwise the tip of the pastel pencil will break and you haven't a sharp pencil anymore. So be careful here with the pressure you use. Don't use too much pressure. Yes, so we are drawing dots. Lots of very small dots, and so you can build up this structure of the skin here. So here you have skin on this pad of the dog paw, and with well, by drawing lots of dots you can here create this skin structure. Here in the center, in the middle, I'm rotating, turning around the pencil when I'm drawing the dots. I want to create some bigger dots here. So in the middle, those are those cells you can see, this cell structure. So draw some bigger dots in the center, and here around create very, very thin small dots. You can also go in again with the black and add some more darker dots. You can use dark gray too. I'm using here the black and add here some darker dots. The same here below. Yes, so then let's increase here the shadow around the pad a little bit with the black. The same here too. It can be darker here, and let's blend and let's fade out here the black upwards. You shouldn't have a very straight line here. You shouldn't have here an outline or a framing. You should have here very smooth transitions here. The black should be going here into the fur area here. Yes, and then let's draw a little bit fur around. So I would use here the burnt sienna a little bit. So let's draw brown fur around. The same here too. And here above I would use a little bit of the ivory. I'm just mapping in here a little bit, some strokes of ivory. Let's blend these strokes here with the paper stamp. The same here too. The important thing is always that you are blending your first layer so that you have a smooth underpainting, and then you can build up your detailed fur then on this underpainting. Then I would use a little bit of light flesh, for example here, a beautiful orangey pink color I often use in my pet portraits. The same here. Let's add some very small hairs here. Then let's go in again with black and add here some black hairs between the lighter ones. The same here below. And let's use orangey color, I would say here, terracotta. I'm gonna sharpen this terracotta a little bit, so make sure your pencil is sharp here for the fur, for drawing the fur. And let's add here some red brown colors. We also let here some hairs overlap the pad here too. So we are drawing the thin fine lines here over the skin structure. And here to the right side. So I'm just building up a little bit of the fur structure here around the paw. Of course you have then the centered pad and more of those pads around the other four. So this is only one small part of a dog paw. Yes, let's use white a little bit and let's draw here some fine thin white hairs over it to add a little bit of highlight. Here to draw a little bit of a creamy color, a light yellow, ivory. I love to use a crafting knife to draw in some fine lines and to refine the structure of the fur. And yes, so you can work on your fur around the pad of the dog paw here. Let's add some fine black hairs again. And a little bit of the burnt sienna, sorry. Sanguine, it's a dark terracotta color, orangey color. This is burnt sienna, a beautiful middle gray. Yes, and so you can play around and yes, play a little bit around and draw this little fur around the paw pad. Well, yes, so I think we can finish this little drawing lesson. Wish you fun with drawing that. Have fun and enjoy it. Thank you for watching.